Billy Graham's wife, Ruth, once startled him when she exclaimed, if God doesn't punish America, he'll have to apologize to Sodom and Gomorrah. Hi, I'm Cantor of Tiferet Yeshua Congregation in Tel Aviv. Admittedly, today's video is a bit more somber than others. I want to share with you 4 reasons why God may judge America. I share this in hopes of repentance and forgiveness, not judgment. America in recent years has taken a sharp turn into darkness and is desperate for an awakening. The most recent Planned Parenthood secret video revealed that some babies, aborted babies, were born intact with beating hearts. It catches America's largest abortion provider harvesting the brain of an aborted baby who was still alive. Dr. Teresa Deisher, a world-renowned scientist, claims that it's possible that Planned Parenthood is keeping the babies alive because it aids in harvesting the organs so they can sell them. The federal government gives Planned Parenthood $500 million every year. It was reported last week that Kayla Mueller, the U.S. aid worker that was kidnapped and killed by ISIS, was the personal sex slave of ISIS leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. U.S. officials were aware of this. They have known for a year and still had done little to stop ISIS or take out Mr. Baghdadi. In the first Gulf War, we had over 1,000 air missions a day. With ISIS, we're averaging about 7. Furthermore, it's been reported that the United States has been favoring Muslim refugees over Christian ones in Syria. Nearly 1,000 Muslim refugees from Syria have been granted U.S. visas. However, out of 700,000 displaced Christians from Syria who applied for U.S. visas during the same time period, only 28 succeeded in getting one. These Christians are in danger of being beheaded, being raped, being enslaved, and the U.S., once the most moral nation in the world, is leaving them behind. Recently, Target has been the latest company to give into the culture of hypersensitivity. They announced that they are moving away from gender-based signs. They will be banning the usage of pink and blue. They claim that customers have been complaining that signs in their stores offer products based on gender. Really? I would like to know exactly how many of the millions of Target shoppers care one iota about gender-based signs. Friends, we have lost all common sense, and we've traded it in for politically correct absurdity. ESPN gave Bruce Jenner the Arthur Ashe Courage Award for seeking to become a woman, beating out athletes who displayed genuine courage, overcoming the loss of limbs, such as veteran Noah Galloway and Lauryn Hill, who raised money for cancer before she succumbed to the disease. ESPN claims that there were no other nominees. Of course, that only makes it worse, knowing that these prominently, genuinely courageous athletes were out there only to be beaten by a... To be honest, I don't know the new politically correct word to describe what Mr. Jenner has become. In the past 6.5 years, President Obama has strained relations with Israel. It all started with one of Netanyahu's first visits to the White House in 2010, where the president literally lost his temper and stormed out of a meeting with Israeli officials. He brought them in through a back door and photos were forbidden. Obama was sending a clear message to the Prime Minister. This has continued and worsened over the years. Obama has wagged his finger at Israel numerous times while praising the virtues of Islam. During this time, the president has reached out to Iran, the mortal enemy of the Jewish state, who with Hitler-like zeal wants to see Israel destroyed, agreeing to a secret deal that Congress doesn't even have all the facts about, and then mocking Israel for not getting behind the dangerous deal. Obama falsely but boldly proclaimed that Israel is alone amongst the nations in resisting the deal.
Every nation in the world that has commented publicly, with the exception of the Israeli government, has expressed support.
It has long been thought by evangelicals that one of the main reasons that God has so blessed America was because of the US's standing with Israel. The UK was once the best friend of the Jewish people, but turned against them during the Holocaust, closing immigration of Jews to British-controlled Palestine. It was once said of Great Britain that the sun never sets on the British Empire. But since Great Britain turned against Israel, she has lost lands all over the world. The empire is lost, and she is a shell of her former self. The U.S. stepped up and was the first nation to recognize Israel's statehood. But what now that the president is so hostile against the Jewish state? While I don't want judgment to come on the land of my birth, the United States, Ruth Graham may be right. An apology may be due to Sodom and Gomorrah if America's sins are overlooked. I hope this video has opened your eyes. If you'd like to get my free book, The 15 Most Important Facts About the Israeli-Palestinian Conflict, just go to roncan.net/15facts and make sure that the F is capitalized. This video has been brought to you by our congregation Tiferet Yeshua. For more information, please go to reachtelaviv.org. And while you're there, consider making a donation so we can continue to share the good news of Yeshua right here in Israel and bring you more of these weekly teachings. Now, don't forget to subscribe. Shalom from Tel Aviv.